Hi guys, you are watching Etcetera with me, Est. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good ish. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm back, and I'm back to review Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, a lot has happened since I last did the review. I did the review just before the fight happened, so literally the origins of the fight. So Candice and Monique have had the fight, well, more so a dragging. Monique dragged their ass. And yeah, it's kind of like the aftermath of that. This is like, I think, the third episode after the kerfuffle, and we're still talking about it. Anyway, let me start the program. So Wendy and her husband, they're having this, I think, a naming or something celebration for their daughter, who I think is a few months old. As a Nigerian, this is something we do. I don't know about Igbo culture, but in Yoruba culture, usually it happens maybe a week or so after the mother's given birth, and we name the child and all that stuff. So this is something, you know, that every child that is born in our culture, you know, that's what they do. So I like the fact that Wendy is showcasing that. What I don't get is this rift between her family and their family, and apparently his mother being intimidated by Wendy's mom. I'm like, girl, you are not going to help. You are not going to help the situation with your family by saying shit like that. But anyway, there's always two sides to every story, because it would be interesting to hear what his family say about her. Because I mean, as much as some, especially Nigerian mothers, especially Igbo Nigerian mothers, can be unreasonable, I think in this day and age, especially if they grew up in America, I would assume they would be a bit watered down. So it'll be interesting to see why they don't like her, like the real reason from their point of view. But to the point where you're not coming to your grandchild's event, or you're not wishing your son congratulations for having a new baby. I think something's not right here. And being a Nigerian, I just know that there's some bullshit involved, 110%. Ashley and Michael are at a counselling session or something like that. And Ashley, just because you and your husband decide to have threesomes or moresomes or whatever it is you do as a couple, that has nothing to do with the fact that he cheated on you. That doesn't have anything to do with it. Doesn't matter what type of relationship you have. Clearly, part of the relationship is not him sleeping with people behind your back. He did something wrong. So don't be like, oh yeah, we don't really have a traditional type of marriage or anything. That's some bullshit. It's got nothing to do with it. Michael's in the wrong. And the fact that this is just going to keep on happening. But his money must be long, or his D must be long, or something for you to continuously stay. I mean, now you're pregnant with the second baby, so I mean, you've got your contingency plan. Is Michael blaming his dad or his upbringing on the fact that he likes to cheat on his wife? I just can't. I really can't. I'm sorry. Michael has other children. So you've been through this thing where your wife has a baby. The focus is not just you, it's the baby. You know, the baby is not even a year old at this point. Her focus is gonna be on the child mostly. It's not gonna be frolicking with you. Even when there was no baby, didn't you go out and cheat? I feel like he did that at some point. I could be wrong. Anyway, let me not put a body to his name that's not there. But you've been through this before, Michael, and I just think this is just a cop-out of what you did. So Karen and Ray, I mean, I think, as I said in the previous review that I did a couple weeks ago, they're obviously going through this thing in their marriage where Ray's getting older. Maybe he's not able to give Karen as much as attention or physical attention, if you get what I mean. Karen is also, now she's a lot busier than she was before she started the show and things like that, and it's causing a rift between their marriage. And obviously they had those tax issues a couple of seasons ago. My thing is, it seems like Karen, I don't know how old she is, but she's probably in her 50s. She has found like a new lease on life. She's on a show, it's successful, she's got a business, you know, as she said, she's a public figure, so it comes with, you know, certain perks, certain, you know, obligations that she has to do. And Ray just probably feels left out, you know, which I understand, but at the same time, you know, just because you're a certain age doesn't mean you can't still enjoy yourself. And it seems like Karen has just got a new lease on life and she's enjoying herself. I mean, it's sad to see because, you know, but it is what it is. I'm going to spend like 10 seconds on Robin. How did this happen again? How? Listen, one, it probably choked her when he found out that they owed so much to the IRS. How can you let it happen again? Or actually, no, okay, it wasn't the IRS last time, but obviously a significant amount of money was lost, and now it's happened again. Robin, you need to get another personality so you can stay on this show longer, because it looks like you need the money. So it's the day of Wendy's daughter, Sip and See, and Robin is the first one there. Robin, when it comes to Nigerian events, you never get there on time. If the invitation says 3 o'clock, you get there at 5 o'clock. Trust me. Wendy's baby's gele head tie is literally bigger than her. I didn't think babies wore geles. We don't put geles on the babies. I think I had a gele when I was 1. Like, I think that was probably the first time I put on a head wrap. What's this? It's not even fitting on the head. Oh, bless her. Now, the women are talking about Candice filing charges on Monique for, was it 2nd degree assault or something like that? Candice, grow up. Grow the fuck up. It is not that deep, okay? Candice is going on like Monique got a bat and was just whacking her like for the straight 5 minutes or something like that. She was on the brink of death, or she had to go to hospital, or she had scars. Your hair was literally the most disheveled thing that was on your body. If anything, the thing that you probably are suffering from the most is embarrassment. I'm not saying that Monique was right. She shouldn't have put her hands on you. In that situation, it didn't need to get to that level. But clearly you and her had tension before that thing. You've got a slick mouth. You know, she is very combative. You butted heads. It got physical. Move on. Maybe it's an American thing, because I'm just thinking, if someone pulled my hair, the first thing I'm not going to be thinking about is, oh, I need to go to the police. Like, people actually here getting stabbed and shot, and you're going to the police about getting your hair pulled for like 30 seconds. Babe, move on. And even Giselle and Robin were like, okay, it's a lot, because what you're doing, because potentially if she gets convicted, let's just say it goes to the worst case scenario, she can spend a number of years in prison, potentially. Obviously it's not going to ever get there, but that's what could happen. She's got kids, she's got a family. Like, just because she pulled your hair, that's where you want her to end up? Really? The only two people speaking sense here is Ashley and Karen, and they're making it seem like Karen is in the middle and she needs to pick a side. Karen is a grown woman, okay? She's friends with both of them. She's told Monique she was wrong for putting her hands on her, okay? What else do you want her to do? To be a character witness at her trial? Like, I don't understand what Monique, not Monique, I don't understand what Candice wants Karen to do. I'm just perplexed. And then you see how she started getting cheeky with Ashley about her marriage, or just because she's speaking out against, or, you know, I wouldn't say supporting Monique, but she's defending Monique in a way, and saying that, okay, maybe you two need, you as well, Candice, you need to take some accountability for what happened, because you've been aggressive in the past. No one has filed charges on you. If anything, didn't Candice's mum slap her at an event or something like that, like 2 seasons ago? Did you call the police on your mum then? Did you file charges then? No. So this is what I'm saying. It's just too much, babe. You're embarrassed. Move on. okay? A lot of us have been in fights before. You move on, okay? You didn't get injured, you didn't go to the hospital, you didn't have to have surgery or anything like that. You are embarrassed. But this is just, it's becoming stupid now. This victim mentality is making me sick. Wendy, what have you done? What have you done? I just don't understand it. And I'm Nigerian, so I see these things do happen. But Igbo moms really revere their sons, that they put them high regard. Even if they think they've married a witch or whatever, they will still be there, especially when it comes to grandchildren. So it's kind of like, what's going on? It would be nice to hear what the family are saying, because it doesn't make sense for them to dislike you this much that they're not even featuring the son or the grandchildren. Wendy. And that was this week's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good ish. And I will see you for the next review. Bye.